opportunity to act on being bitter. And they don't even have to do too much. They could just be like, just choose whatever case. They should tell her she had a flat ass and she would always be a cheater. We thought it was going to be positive. We really thought she was going to help you build this. Dr. Will has a heart, and he wasn't going to let her go out like that on national TV. Like, she got her op to flip. So this is the win for CK, and I'm glad this happened. You finessed this shit out of this fucking game. You really fucking did. And you were still well liked. Welcome back to my channel. This is Pure Mayhem, where we review, react, and recap to all your favorite TV shows. And today we're doing Deal or No Deal Island Season 2, the finale, episode 11 and 12. And before we get right into it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like videos like these you guys are watching. I can see your watch time on my analytics, but don't forget to subscribe because that's how I get monetized and elevate my videos. But with that, let's get right into it. We start this episode off with David choosing Parvati, as he should, to let fate be in her own hands to face the banker. Parvati chooses case number 5, which ironically had $1 million in it. And she won $1 million as survivor, which shocked me because at her final offer of $500,001, she had $100 or $1,000 as her possible case. And I don't know why she didn't think that she would not have the $1 million knowing her own history. I'm just so confused. But she ends up making a bad deal and she goes home. The Black Widow's first time playing the banker, gone. And Letty's secretly happy. She got exactly what she wanted. And boy, oh boy, how well that played out for you, CK. David's fucking pissed. It's not the outcome he wanted. Parvati pretty much tells him they all deserve to be here on her way out. But honestly, telling David, like, you better win. Relationship with it. And he's not having it. He's mad at the outcome, and he's kind of being petty. He's like, hell no, I don't want to talk to you guys. I want to beat your fucking asses in this fucking game. Y'all been coming after me all season, and my whole alliance is gone. Like, nah, bye. Stop talking to me. I'm leaving. I'm taking my food, and I'm out. He didn't even eat dinner with them. And before going into the challenge, we're reminded of why they're here. David is here for his family. He wants to support his 4 kids and his wife. Letty wants to move out of her parents' house. She currently has to move in there, and she doesn't want to worry about the stresses of being broke. Girl, same. And CK, she wants to start her own family with her wife, and the IVF process is very expensive, and this money can really help with that. So they all got shit they're fighting for, and they all have valid reasons. Philip tells them that in today's challenge, they would need to carry 3 cases across a bridge where there will be 3 platforms, and pretty much there's going to be some familiar faces. Cast members of the past are back, and they pretty much serve as a jury because on each platform there's going to be one person who knows the value of all the cases, and the other one is going to either assist you in helping building the bridge to get to the other side. And pretty much the person who comes with the fastest high value case at the end of the bridge is the winner and will face the banker. The last place person would automatically go home. And it don't even matter what values are in your case. So this is one you need to win. They draw names to see who goes first, and Letty gets number 1. Letty's first pair is Philip and Parvati, and she says that she's happy that it's a jury kind of who's deciding your fate because she feels like she's left everyone in good states. Philip is obviously going to give his girl Letty the highest value case, and he does, but her and Parvati been going at each other all season. Parvati is basically like, girl, you've been targeting me, so like, why should I help you? Letty says she doesn't always know how to say the right things, but I admire that in you, Parvati. And I also did feel like you could be, giving me some respects because, I pulled a move over on you by sending Dixon home. So, yeah. Parvati says she respects the game move and that it was pretty badass, and so she helps Letty build her bridge at the first obstacle, which is very surprising because David's her number 1, and shouldn't she really give him the best chance at winning? Letty ends up seeing Lachelle and Will on platform 2 for her, and those are her buddies, so she's got this one in the bag. Will's like, bitch, I'm gladly helping you. Let's go. And Will is able to lock in that ball and rope thing for Letty, and he does it twice, and Letty struggled, so Dr. Will really helped her out here. Dixon is next. He got a crush on Letty, so he giving her the highest value case. Letty kind of questions Dixon a little bit because she did help him get out the game, and he's a little bitter about that. But she takes the case that he tells her to take anyway. Seychell's like, girl, you already know I want you to win. Girl, grab them fucking sticks. Let me help you build this shit. Like, she wasted no motherfucking time. She's like, I'm not going to even hold you. We need you across this bridge as quick as possible. So I'm going to tell you I'm going to help you. Like, that's how that's going to go. Let's go. And they basically have to fill this water to the line. And they do it pretty quickly. And Letty kind of has a good time here. I mean, she's the first one, so who knows? But I don't feel like it took her long. CK is up next after Letty, and her first duo is Dixon and Seychell, and she's got bad history with both of them. So this is not looking good for CK, but honestly, she has bad history with most of the cast on here. And she's been playing a messy game and been known to be a snake in the game already. So if this is a jury, it's looking bitter, and it's not looking good for CK. Because now they have the opportunity to act on being bitter. And they don't even have to do too much. They could just be like, just choose whatever case. CK knows that Dixon really loves David and that he wants David to win, but yet she takes the case that Dixon tells her to take, which is odd. Seychell pretends to make up with CK to not end up helping her make this bridge, but says that she will. After getting CK to go down on her knees to perform to her, to prove her, to help her build the fucking bridge, which is crazy. And CK actually did it. Whole time, Seychell's acting like she's helping CK, and she really ain't. She's not passing anything. She's not building it. And CK notices this a little too late, but then she's like, all right, well, I'm building this myself, actually. And there's some tension between the two still, but I mean, why wouldn't there be? We saw the way they exited. Seychell told her she had a flat ass and she would always be a cheater. We thought it was going to be positive. We really thought she was going to help you build this. Like, girl, platformer number 2 is Philip and Parvati, and they don't really like CK either. So you know, they trying to give her the lowest case, and Philip tells her the highest case, but she doesn't believe him. Knowing that she wouldn't, he tells her that on purpose, and she chooses the opposite case and not actually the highest case, which Philip planned, and it worked out beautifully. But then you took it from Dixon, who you know wants David to win for sure. Like, I don't get the logic here. Parvati says she'll help, but she doesn't really help either. And CK ends up doing it all by herself. Seychell, cut that. Lachelle wasn't too hard on CK, and she kind of gives her some good influence. Dr. Will tells CK, bitch, I'm not helping you. You know what the fuck it is. But CK does try to win him over and say, game recognized game, and you're a smart guy, and I love it, blah, blah, blah. And Dr. Will kind of really appreciates this, and he kind of was like, I love the energy too from you. I really do. But I'm still not helping you, bitch. Helping CK for a while, seeing that she was struggling, Dr. Will's like, you know what? Game does respect game. And he decides to help CK. And y'all, I got a little teary-eyed when I saw this. Like, CK, she's just trying to get to the end, y'all, and win. And she didn't do it the best way, but like, I really felt bad for her. Like, I really, really did. That damn, nobody wanted to help her, and they even played in her face and pretended like they were helping her. Like, that's how y'all gonna make her this humiliated on TV like that? Like, that was crazy. So I'm glad to see Dr. Will has a heart, and he wasn't gonna let her go out like that on national TV. Like, she got her op to flip. So this is the win for CK, and I'm glad this happened. But Dr. Will knows she ain't winning anyway, especially not after 2 people didn't help her. He's probably like, I know Letty B too. And the last to come in is everybody's favorite David, looking like the golden god that he is. In good standings with Lachelle, she gives him the highest value case. She respects his game, and she really likes him. Dr. Will's like, all right, the jig is up. What show were you on? And David finally lets his secret out. And Dr. Will's like, I knew it. Your gameplay was too impressive. Which is lovely to see, you know, game respect game. And I think David just knows he can't hide his fucking secret. Like, they all went home, which means they most likely got their phones, right? I mean, some of these people went out early. So he knows. They know. So I wouldn't lie to their face now either, knowing that they about to help me win this money or not. I'm gonna tell the truth. It was me. I won Survivor. I did. Like, back in this day, this is how much money I won. This is what I done with the money. Like, it was me. I won't lie no more. I promise. Just give me the highest value cakes. Help me build this bridge. And Dr. Will helps him build the fucking bridge. Next, it's Dixon and fucking Seychell. Now, we know Dixon loves David, so he definitely getting the highest value case from him. But Dixon's a little butthurt that his bestie, his dad, David, didn't even tell him about his little secret. David's like, dude, I had to protect you. I had to protect myself, you know. It's all gang. Dixon appreciates it, and I genuinely believe he gave David the highest value case. They even hug it out. You know Dixon loved that damn man, and he loved Dixon. They're gonna be besties. They're gonna be friends for life, for sure. Seisho recognized good game, and she is a supporter of David as well. She's like, you've been killing it. And Seisho's like, well, why couldn't I be a part of the family? Like, why couldn't I have gone to the end with you? Like, why wasn't I an option? Bitch, why wasn't I an option to love? Let's start there. But no, deadass. He's like, dude, it was just pretty much people I was hanging with, sleeping with. Like, I just built an alliance with them. It just happened to fall that way. You were on the opposite side. She's like, all right, well, I respect it. Let me help you build your shit. But David needs no help with this ball and rope thing. He fucking kills it. First try. Like, he took it from Seisho and was like, all right, bitch, I'll do it. And she's like, yeah, you do it. You do it. You better than me. Like, I can't help you too much. Like, at this point, I'm slowing you down. Take it. At the last platform, it's Parvati, his fellow family member, and Philip, who he had just eliminated not too long ago and promised that he was going to be good. So Philip is a little bitter. He still feels the type of way, but he knows it's a game move. He's just bummed that, damn, he played me. Yep, he did. But he gave me $75,000 too. I heard that Philip was actually really close to David in one of his interviews and that they hung out every morning or something. I don't know. And so I think he probably would give David his highest value case. And Parvati gonna try and make sure that happens too, because clearly she wants David to win. David apologizes to Phil, and him and Parvati, you know, had no conversation pretty much needed. It was quick. Like, yeah, I'm gonna help you. Yep. And the Black Widow looking beautiful, helping David fill up these fucking buckets with water. And now all three players have gone. We find out that CK has the slowest time and she's automatically eliminated and not even knowing what case values she got. Doesn't even matter. She's just the slowest time. They stalled her out and she's eliminated, which is what the cast wanted. That leaves Letty and David left. One of them is about to face the banker for the final prize pot, and the other is about to get eliminated. These are Letty's highest value cases at about $4.5 million, which means that David needs to have more than that in order to win today's challenge and face the banker. If it wasn't David and Letty here, it would have to be David and Parvati, who really played this game pretty well and strategic. So I'm glad it's these two as the final two. And we leave this episode off with a cliffhanger, and we don't get to see what David's highest value case is, but it has to be more than all of Letty's cases at this point, because he needs more than $4.5 million. And David's case has $2 million in it, his last case, which means his total is greater than $4.5 million. So he is the winner. Letty is now eliminated, and David is facing the banker tonight for the final prize pot. At the final temple, we see every player on this season ever back, supporting David in his final battle against the banker, who we find out is Chrissy Teigen. Chrissy Teigen is the female banker of Deal or No Deal Island Season 2. Me some Chrissy Teigen. I love her vibe, her energy all the fucking time. She's cute, she's funny, she's that bitch, all of it. And the rest of this episode is pretty much David facing the banker, and he chooses one of his favorite numbers, 18, as his case. And this game was like no other. We see it play out fully. You have to watch this episode. It was just intense. David goes all the way. He says no deal 3 times. He takes it all the way to the end. And he either has 75,000 or the highest value case. So his game couldn't play out any more perfectly. And after saying no deal, no deal, no deal, no deal, between 75,000 and highest value case, he's offered somewhere in the middle, roughly about $5.8 million. And David takes it to play safe because he's not trying to go home with $75 cut back, because he's not trying to go home with $75, and I don't blame him. 5.8 million is enough. It is the most money someone has won on a reality competition, but Beast Games got 10 million, so I don't know if this was filmed beforehand or it wasn't released yet, but That's not true anymore, but congratulations, David. You deserve this when you killed this motherfucking season, and I would love to see you on my screen again, and I don't really care however. In fact, I'm about to follow you right now. You played a perfect motherfucking game pretty much, and what a well-deserved win, honestly. You finessed the shit out of this fucking game. You really fucking did. And you were still well-liked. Like, I can't. But with that, that has been the finale of Deal or No Deal Island. Good night. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe though, and I'll see y'all next season.